Hello world, I am Code Eric and I'm back. Last time I got a little bit of feedback saying, hey, you say that you're working on this thing called ZERVE, but I've got no idea what it is or even why you're working on it or what it's supposed to be or what this channel is. And if I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't see what the point of this whole thing is if I'm not going to be honest, I don't actually know what it is going to be at the end of the day. But I feel like I owe you a little bit better communication when it comes to what my strategy is, and more specifically, what exactly is the ZERVE product. That's what I hope to talk about today with regards to strategy. What am I making here? What is this app? So I've actually been building software for a long time, for 12 years professionally, and I've been coding for a few years before that. Uh, and I've noticed there's a lot of things that keep on coming up after again and again after every project. And I'm not just talking about the obvious things like, oh yeah, every project saves data and every project needs some sort of user interface. Because yes, a lot of effort is wasted there, but what I notice myself doing for every single project, I realize that I'm taking content from the creators and I'm taking ideas from the application owners and I'm bringing them into code. I'm taking them into reality. And that just is a recurring theme that I need to get better at. So I'm trying to build tools so that I can do that better. As a software creator, it shouldn't come a surprise to you that I'm working on a tool that makes software creation a little bit easier. But ultimately, I hope that ZERVE can allow all creatives to own their tools. And when I say own their tools, I mean have control over their tools. And I know it sounds crazy, I know this actually might take a very long time, might take like a decade more for me to accomplish. With regards to what the ZERVE product is going to become, I wouldn't consider ZERVE anywhere near done until it supports all sorts of creative activity, like video editing, music production, game development, and of course, robotics. Now, I hope you're getting excited about the product, and you're probably hearing the instrumental swells, and you're getting a little emotional because it's like, wow, this thing can do everything. Holy shit. But, if you were a venture capitalist, if we were in Silicon Valley, your eyes would be rolling so hard, you'd be looking at your brain by now. So basically, they hear this talk all the time, this fluffy, high-level talk. So I have this incredibly awesome, lofty dream of what ZERVE can become one day. But I need to narrow down and focus and define the product in terms of very concrete specifics of what it can be doing soon to provide value to people. What is the minimum valuable product? Sometimes it's the minimum viable product. Sometimes people call it the minimum lovable product. I need to figure out how can I deliver value to people quickly. And like I said, in over 12 years of software engineering, I'm always doing the same thing. I'm taking the ideas and the content from the creators of the app, the designers and the owners and whoever has the app idea, and I turn it into a code. I turn it into an app. And there are lots of tools that help with this. This is a really sort of diverse and crazy ecosystem. In fact, there's a lot of tools called content management systems. That's kind of maybe what I'm trying to build here, kind of like a content management system. But actually, I think I need to be even more focused than just building a content management system. Because a content management system has all sorts of crazy features and content like media and rich text and things that are much more complicated. And I think I can actually provide a lot better value by being more focused. So I'm going to focus on the product definition, even more specific than content management. I think we can define it as configuration management. So that means rather than editing complicated rich text and big things, you're editing little bits of text. You're editing numbers here and there, and you're editing switches. So that way the designer can change the font size without waiting for the developers. And that way the content people can go and tweak the copy on the website without going through the developers. And when a new feature is ready to go live, the operator who's running the application behind the scenes presses the go live button without waiting for developers. Even more simple than content management, I think, is configuration manager. And there's an incredible amount of value to be brought there. Just basically letting non-technical people at a software company edit the JSON configuration of an app according to the engineering schema. So all of the content can still conform to very specific standards according to what the engineers need, but your non-technical people will have an app that they can use to directly manage that content without having to go through engineers. So now that's the very specific product, and that is what I'm building right now. The product is maybe halfway built right now, and I want to just continue focusing on finishing that up. And yeah, I just want to wrap this up and mention that I know a lot of people have come before me to try to build tools to help them with whatever it is they're doing, right? I'm not the first software engineer who's trying to make a better tool for software engineering. I do have additional bits of strategy on how I think I can continue this project beyond just a little configuration tool and turn it into an incredible no-code environment for creatives, and also a yes code environment for creatives in case you like using code. I don't think you should be prohibited from doing that. And I want you to have control over your tools. That means they need to be actually open source. You need to be able to fork them, change them, and improve them. Like a tool that you can't fix or improve is not a very good tool. I'll get more into these strategies later. I can have a follow-up video where I discuss some of the strategies on how I'm going to keep this project very open-ended for the future. But for now, I want you to keep the feedback coming. This has been really awesome to hear from you so far. I want you to let me know if you think this strategy is viable and if you think this product is valuable. And if you want to see where this project goes, please give me a follow and a subscribe or whatever. So thanks for following along this journey, and I'll see you in the next video.